Hi guys, what's up? Welcome to the team call. So today we're gonna have Jeannie Spooler on, which I'm so excited for her to share her story. I'm gonna interview her with some really cool, deep questions, but she is having some major technical difficulties getting on. So I'm just gonna chat with you guys. I got a few things I want to talk about anyways. So we're just gonna chat and get this party started. So seriously, welcome to the team call. Tell us hi, tell us your name, tell us where you're from, tell us what rank you are, tell us your goals, tell us what's exciting you, tell us anything. But, really today, I just want to let you know that we're going to talk to Jeannie Spooler, and she's going to tell us why this opportunity, why Team Beachbody has really changed her life and just giving her a lot of purpose in life. She's just a really awesome person, and every time I talk to her, I'm just like, you have so much to say and so much to offer. And I just wanted you guys to hear from her because I think that she has a really cool message and just how this business has changed her life. And really, we're all in this business to live a better lives for ourselves, but to spread that to others. I mean, how can we not tell other people about this amazing opportunity to be part of a team, to be part of this culture where we can live our lives by design, where we are working towards some life, the life that we desire, and we get to create that on our own. Like, how awesome is that? So how can we keep that to ourselves, right? So Jeannie's just going to talk a lot about that, and hopefully she'll be on in the next 10 minutes. But I just have a few things that I want to chat about, if I can find it here. Let's see. There it is. So the team retreat, the Team Triceps retreat is happening on February 19th through the 21st. It's going to be in San Antonio, Texas. And we only have 16 spots left, like 16 spots out of 60. So you guys grab your tickets, and there's an option to pay half up front and then half 30 days before the conference. So it's affordable for everyone. And the only tickets that are left are the tickets where you're staying outside of the house. So you're staying in a hotel. And I also have the link to grab a room reservation at the hotel at our group rate. So I think the hotel is like $100 a night-ish. And you could split that with one other person, you could split that with 3 other people, and you're not paying that much. So you're not putting in a huge investment to getting here. And this team retreat truly is going to change your lives. And I'm putting together a video of testimonies and just fun videos that were grabbed at the last retreat, just to show you guys how much fun that we had and how many bonds we created, and we just had a great time. And I think that there's something really powerful, not just about the training that happens at the team retreat, but just like the things that happen outside of the training. So I'm going to give you training, but I don't want to give you so much training that you're overwhelmed. I think the magic of these kind of retreats happen when you guys just network with each other and you just bounce ideas off of each other, and you get to talk with the top coaches, and you get to talk with people that you've connected with on Facebook but have never actually seen in person. Events like Summit are great. The Success Club trips are great, but there's so much going on and there's so many people that it's really hard to connect one-on-one with your teammates and the people that you want to pick their brain, especially some of the top coaches who are so busy. This is your opportunity to really make that happen. So 16 spots left. And I'm going to be posting, some stats and just some testimonies sometime this week. So I will be posting that soon. So I think it's probably going to sell out by the end of November. So just make sure that if you want to be there, that you're grabbing your spot. And really just the importance of events. So this weekend I went to Platinum Edge, and it was my 3rd time at Platinum Edge, and it was the 3rd Platinum Edge conference. So I've been to every single one, and I swear every time I go, I'm just like, how could anybody miss this? If this business is a priority to you, you get there. You make it a priority. And I know everybody has so much going on, and I understand that. I understand you have families, and I guess for me, it's just when I made the decision to do this business, I was like, I'm all in. I'm in, and I'm going to soak up everything that I can. And I'll tell you that I bought my ticket for Platinum Edge, right when it came out, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to go. Do I really need to go? Do I really need the extra training? And I will tell you what, this training was unbelievable. I took 40 pages of notes, and they're just awesome stuff that I cannot wait to share with you guys. I mean, seriously, I have material for team calls for ever. So I'm just going to check the chat box here, see what's up with everybody. Let me see what Jeannie says too. Okay. Okay, she needs me to message her a link. Hold on. I think that is the link. Let me just make sure I can get her the link. Hold on, guys. Thanks for being patient. Sorry for the technical issues. We can't always get it right. Okay, I hope that works for Jeannie. So anyways, I was going to check the chat box. So let's see. Let's see, what's everybody saying? Hello, game changer, get your peeps there. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, you know, if you guys can't go to the team retreat, at least inspire somebody else to go. I know that it doesn't work out for everybody, but inspire other people to go, especially if you were there last year and you couldn't get there, you know, in 2016. Get your team there, get anybody there that you personally know or that you can help them get there or whatever reason. And, you know, at this event at Platinum Edge, they featured a guy who is on Danielle Natoni's team, Fit and Funky, and she like did a call about Platinum Edge, and she did a call for her leaders and was like, hey guys, like sell a kidney, whatever you need to do to get to this event, because this event is life-changing. And obviously she doesn't mean sell a kidney, but figure out what your kidney is that you can get to this event. If this business means something to you, you got to get to the retreat to meet people, to mingle, and just to learn and grow as a person. I mean, there's so much. And this guy, like, he ended up selling his Range Rover. I think that's what it was. He kept calling it a truck, but like maybe that's what they call Range Rovers in Jersey. I don't know. But in Wisconsin, we don't call that a truck. But it was just so funny. So, but that's what he sold. Like, that was his baby. But it was like, you know what? I want to make this business work. And obviously you don't have to go to great lengths like that. But for him, for whatever reason, you know, he needed the extra money for other things, maybe to quit his job to go full-time Beachbody. I'm not really sure. But you guys, there's always something in your life that you can do to make things happen. You can have a garage sale. There's things in your life that you can sell to raise the money to get there. It just takes sacrifice. It just takes really wanting this. Like, how bad do you want this, right? And I think Susanna Lovey posted the video about that guy on one of the threads in the Team Triceps, like one of the videos. So if you want to watch that about his what he, you know, why he sold that truck, it's up somewhere. Okay, so so Tristan says that she found her soulmate and success partner at the team retreat, who her soulmate and success partner is Sam Boss, and I think that they both took their business to the next level after the team retreat. Amazing success stories there. And Mama Janelle and baby Apollo are on from Illinois. I love that. It's so good to see you guys on. Let's see what Jeannie says. Sorry, guys. Hopefully we can get her on. So what else? I just want to see what you guys are up to. Total high. Sam, I'm on a total high from Platinum Edge. And I'll tell you guys, it's all about prioritization. So you can take so much from an event, but you really have to just sit down and say, what are those things that I truly need in my business right now? Like Christine said at the end of the event, what are the things that you're lacking in right now at this very moment that you need to start being better at? That's what you need to fix and implement now. So just going back through your notes, and that's kind of what I've been doing today. I've been just distracted by a lot because we're leaving here and heading back to Wisconsin, but really going back through your notes and prioritizing and saying, what is the number one thing that I need to get done this week, while still keeping the wheels on your business, right? While still keeping everything going. And that's certainly a challenge, especially with holidays and so much going on. So Stacy says, I've committed to going to every event possible. I always get my money back and I can't wait until it's retreat. Awesome, Stacy, stay in the house. So excited. Tiffany says it was super amazing. You guys, seriously, team events are where it's at. And I think that that's where you need to be. So, you know, for me, I think I told you guys this, out of leadership, that I stepped out of leadership knowing that I needed to do something big with my business and I needed to take it to the next level. I mean, for me, I built a 10-star a year ago, and really I kind of have been settling with that. And I think I need to step up and I need to make Team Triceps, like us, a 15-star diamond team. What do you guys think? Don't you think that that should happen? Don't you think that we should be recognized as a 15-star diamond team? So I feel like I need to do that, and I have no reason why I shouldn't be doing that. So I'm going to go for that next year. And it's a big feat, but it's something that's totally doable for anyone. It's just about recruiting the right people and attracting the right people in your business. So for me, I have committed to making that happen. And there's a lot that comes with this. And there's a lot that comes with recruiting and helping people get to diamond. But I know that Team Triceps deserves to be a 15-star diamond team. We are all badass and we all deserve to do that. So I think we all deserve that recognition. Not just me, but everybody on this team, because it's an amazing team. And so I'm going for it and I'm going to make it happen. But I have to sacrifice a lot because I have kind of, you know, I don't want to say I've slacked off in my business, but I've found, I don't want to say balance either, because I don't think I've found balance. I've just been enjoying life more than I have in the past, right? So, so I think I just need to figure out what my day looks like, and I need to plan out my day. And Shalene talked a lot about that with time management, is that you have to be really, really on point with your time and where you're putting your time. And for me, that was kind of like a shot straight to my heart. Like, okay, I have got to be focused, right? Focused. Jeannie is getting on soon. We're going to make it happen. But I mean, really, you know, Shalene's message. Oh, is that her? Did she just almost jump on? Almost. Thanks, guys. Totally. I can totally make it happen, right? Like it's not, you know, 15-star is not this like big, like huge thing that is unattainable for anyone. It's attainable for everyone who seeks to do it, right? So I think I truly believe in the law of attraction. And if you put that kind of stuff out there, it's going to happen for you. And I think you definitely have to work hard. Like, you can't just say you're going to do it, but you have to work hard and you have to make
Please
it
tell
happen.
me that I'm in. Oh my God.
Hey!
I can't even hear you. I'm so mad right now.
You're good. You're
Can you hear
live.
me? Oh, I'm not even plugged in. Hold on. You shut the doors. I'm in. Fucking explode.
Okay, you're live.
Oh, sorry. No
Okay.
F-bombs, right? I got to watch my mouth.
Sure, everybody doesn't mind. It's all good. It's all good.
Oh, my God. What a nightmare.
Okay, but you're in Sydney. That's awesome. Hey, Sydney, welcome to the call.
Hey, Sydney Spuler. Sounds like a porn star.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. What a nightmare. What do we have, like 20 minutes now? I'm so sorry.
No, good. Just take a deep breath. We're good. Everybody wants to hear from you, so we're good. We're gonna rock this call right now. So it doesn't matter what time we start. We've just been chatting.
Good.
And
I'm
Tristan,
sorry, everybody.
so it's all good. It's all good. All right.
Okay.
So you ready? You feeling good? You feeling okay?
I could take this. This is nothing. Are you kidding? This was just a cluster F. But I'm on. I'm good. I'm good. I just changed like 50 passwords and I'm in.
Man. Thank you, Tom. Tell Tom thank you. Good
Tom,
job.
Thank you for the crowd. Thank you. Pop and give a little shout out. Hey.
Good job. Oh, I love it. Love it. Okay.
Shut the door. All right. We're in. Let's go. What do we got?
Here we go. So we're going to start off with a question. Can everybody still hear me? Am I good? Am I frozen? Am I good, Jeannie? You can see me?
Yeah, you're good for me. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's just open this up. I got a lot of interview questions for Jeannie, so we're just gonna say this. So Jeannie, start off by telling us your story with Beachbody. Like, how did you get started with Beachbody?
It was unexpected, very unexpected. It was one of those things where you're like, you don't realize how much you needed it until you have it. I didn't realize how much I needed it until I had it. So it, to me, it just came by surprise, but it was just, it came at the right time, and I was in a bad place in my life, and I just needed a purpose besides being a mom and being a wife, and I found it, and it just made sense to me. So I don't know if anybody knows, but I met Sarah Pollard. I'm sure a lot of you know her or met her at like the retreat and everything, but she was the one who found me through a hashtag on Instagram. And that we just instantly connected. And I think, you know, that kind of fuels my fire, that it's possible to connect with people through social media and, you know, get people on board that way. So that was basically the catalyst of how I came into this. But I was just your average, you know, I was just average. Like I wasn't looking for fitness. I wasn't looking for wellness. And it just kind of came upon me and I took it and I ran with it.
Awesome. So I love how you said that inspires you, because seriously, it like Sarah just found you like randomly. So that is so cool. And it just goes to show that real people can connect online. Obviously, a lot of us have all met online. So it just is about consistency, and you're going to find the right people that are supposed to be in your life. So
it is. And you know what, I just want to add to that. Like she found me, it was through I was a baker before I started Beachbody. I baked all the time, like crazy, like Martha Stewart quality baking stuff. And that's how she found me. And so when I looked at her, I stalked her Instagram, and not knowing that she was probably stalking me at the time, like trying to like, you know, get me into this. And everything on hers was like fitness. And she had this like rockin' body and these babies. And I'm like, wah, wah. Because here I am, all my pictures were food, you know, butter, like all these like great cookies and cakes and my kids. And I'm like, shoot, if she could do this, then I can. Mm-hmm. So, you know, we were totally two different people, but we kind of like met through humor.
Mm-hmm. I love that. That's so cool. So tell me, like when she presented the opportunity to you, whenever that was, what were your objections at first for joining as a coach?
I think I was kind of easy, actually, Sarah Betry. I think I was kind of easy. I just, I'm the type of person who I like new things. So it was a new opportunity that was presented to me. And at first when she said, you should be a coach, the word coach, I always thought like I wanted to be a life coach anyway. And I'm like, a fitness and wellness coach? That's a little weird. So she kind of like taught me a little bit about that, but I was going into it really for the discount. That's how I started. And it was really because, you know, she was like, well, what you're doing already is working. So you might as well just like get residual for that.
So there was something we talked about earlier today that I put that question in. What was it? There was like an objection. There was something that was holding you back. I wish I would have taken a note on it, but I cannot remember what it was. There was something
that was holding me back from doing it. This skepticism, maybe. What was it? I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay,
I don't know.
If you remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
So that's okay. So tell us about like your family, and you're having wine. I love that.
Sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. I honestly, like, I needed this so bad. My husband was like pouring it when we were trying to get on.
So tell us about your typical day and your family life.
Oh, okay. So a typical good day or a typical bad day. I'll give you like a typical like best case scenario day, which would be everybody out of the house for at least 4 hours, because then I have time for the business. So a typical day is me waking up first and drinking water just to like get myself fueled up for the day. Tiptoeing downstairs, because if they smell me, as soon as my body moves, they can just smell my scent in the air, and then they all wake up. So it's like it's stealth. I'm like a freaking ninja. Make the coffee. I'll do some personal development because that just like motivates me for the day. And then they start smelling me, so they come down, and then I prep the breakfasts. I do 4 lunches. Tell
us.
Oh, I have 5 kids. I have 5 kids and a husband, so 5, sometimes 6 kids. No, he's really great. I'm very lucky, but it's a lot. The morning is very harried, and if I don't do my personal development in the morning, then I'm just in a bad place. So I try to get that done right away because that kind of like motivates me. And then it's just like the GTFO, like everyone get the out the door, and once they're out, and I mean everyone by like I homeschool my oldest, so he's home. He's usually sleeping still at this time. That was an agreement that we had. And then the top 2 get out, the bottom 2 I set them up with like an educational video. I try to get my workout in at that time. And then I'm like mom with like the gym clothes on, running out the door with the babies to preschool. And I'll listen to personal development in the car on the way there. They have their headsets. So I'm getting like a bang, bang. If I didn't get my reading in the morning, I'll definitely do the PD in the car. And then drop them off, come home. I'm homeschooling the big boy and multitasking at the same time. Like when I set him off with his work that he could do independently, I'm usually doing, I'm catching up with emails, or I'm doing like my 3 vitals, or I'm doing some system that I learned about because I can't get enough information. So if I learned, like right now I'm doing that fantastic app for Instagram called, was it Crowdfire? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to talk about it on the team page soon. So yes.
It is amazing. Amazing. It's like life-changing, but it's like a double-edged sword because you have to control yourself. So I'm big on tracking, by the way. I track everything. So like I set time for that, but it can become a serious addiction. So I'll do that. And then it's like, honestly, it's a wonder that I'm not a drug addict or a meth head at this point of the day, because it is just like, so, all right, so back to the kids. So like I've got the homeschooling boy, so I'll do stuff with him. He'll do independent math online and, yada, yada, yada. And then I have a planner, and that kind of keeps me on track. So in my planner, I'll plan for the day, make sure I try to stick with that so it doesn't drive me crazy. And then by 1 o'clock, I'm picking up the kids. We go to the park, or we do something like where I could spend a good solid. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, your planner is pen and paper. You do not do a planner virtually, correct?
Oh,
it's okay. Oh. I'm just wondering.
Oh, I'm glad you asked. Oh, it is my lifeline. I love this. I'm a pen and paper girl, so I never. Can you hear me? Because I feel like I got disconnected.
No, you're good. I can hear you.
Okay. I embrace the apps, and I love like trying different things. But for me, I'm so old school. Like I love writing. I love the tangible book versus like a Kindle. Like I just love that. So this is very therapeutic for me, actually. I fill it out I like use stickers and stuff. Like I roll with it. But I feel like if it's in the planner, then it gets done. There's no excuse. And if it doesn't, there's like little arrow stickers that you make it for the next day. So I have to do that. Before the planner, I had journals, I have notes, I have Post-its. I'm just that kind of person because I'm ADD. So I have to have tracking systems everywhere to keep me in place. But I find that that's worked so much for me in this business, because if I don't have a plan in place and I don't have a schedule of things to do, and I know you've talked about that with your team, of having, what do you call it, the 12-hour or what is that called?
Build your business in 20.
Right, in 20, right. And then you have like a certain set of time. I mean, I've seen like variations of that because I'm a research guru, and I'm constantly on YouTube and looking at like other coaches and what they're doing. And you kind of have to make it your own, because for me, that works, but the timing like wasn't working for me. So I kind of tailored it to meet my needs for my day. Mm-hmm. And I just I gather from different people, and then I sort of make it my own.
So how do you make, that's how you make the business a priority, is it's like in your schedule. Like, I mean, you could have so many excuses to not do this business. So what is it that's making this business a priority for you? What is it?
That's making it a priority? When I'm not with my kids and I'm working on the business, it's taking away from things I could be doing with them. So I have to make it like worth my while. If I want to grow and I want to succeed in this business, then I have to put that time in. Was that the question? I forgot, because I'm like I don't drink. So when I take like 3 sips, I'm buzzed. No,
you're good. I'm just like wondering what is it that makes the business a priority? Like, I guess that would be like your why. Like what is it that calls you to this business? Like, why is it that you make it a priority? Because I think in like other moms that can relate to you, or just other busy people that have a million things going on, we can all make excuses for not building this business. And in the beginning, it's hard to like get the motor cranking, right? It's like hard to get some traction and momentum. So what drives you to keep this a priority every single day?
My kids, really, my girls especially. And even though like I have an 11-year-old and I have a 3-year-old, but I want them to see, when you have conviction and you set your mind to something, that you see it through until, unless it doesn't work, you just see it through, you don't quit. and it takes a lot of balance. And I watched your video the other day that you talked about the merry-go-round, because I usually talk about this business as a roller coaster, but I think the merry-go-round, was that you, Sarah, with the merry-go-round theory?
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes more sense, because it is a roller coaster, and I've been like up at the top and I've come crashing down at times, and that happens to everybody. But it really, I think the best analogy is the merry-go-round, because what happened to me this summer was I was on that merry-go-round, and listen, I'm not making tons of money, but I'm gaining trust. I feel like right now I'm building my credibility. I don't come in with the credentials. I have other credentials that I'm not necessarily using in this business, but my credibility is what I'm working on. I need people. It's frustrating to me because I'm a trustworthy person. So it's difficult for me to not get that trust right away from people that don't know me. That's a hard thing for me to deal with. And I'm getting better at that because of personal development. I have a thick skin anyway, but it's just like, oh, why can't you trust me already? Like, I'm not in this for the wrong reasons. I'm actually trying to help you. But, the merry-go-round theory, it's like, in the summer, I was on it and I was coasting, and I stopped moving my foot, and I just rolled with it. And then all of a sudden it's slowing down, and I'm like, crap, it stopped. Now what? And I even talked to my upline, who's a good friend of mine, and I said, I don't know, I need some space. I think I need to like figure stuff out. Like, what am I doing? Because my priorities were like jammed up. I wasn't balanced. I'm like, I need to figure this out. But that also, that's a personality trait of mine. That's like, it's something I'm just working on, is like that balance and having, the time maintenance and figuring it out, and procrastination. It's like, it's always a work in progress. But, that was it. And then when I realized, if I don't start like putting my leg back down and pushing this thing and just let it flow, it's not going to go anywhere. And then everything's all for naught, because every time that I'm working this business, I'm taking away from my family every time. I mean, whether it's, and I don't regret it, because I'm not like, you make choices. It's like the choice that I made. Now I was telling you today, I have the kids, they go to school 3 days a week, the little ones, for 4 hours a clip. And on Tuesdays now, I have them going a full day. I'm paying out of my Beachbody pocket for them to go that extra time so I can work my business. So I'm not, so they're still getting a quality experience without, mommy being like in between this and like, okay, now let's work on this. You have to find that balance, but it's doable. Listen, everybody's busy. I'm busy. Everybody's busy is different, but you just have to, if you want this bad enough, you just have to put the time into it. That's the bottom line. And nobody can work it for you. You have to, like, seriously, did you name this? Did you call it like grab the bull by its horns? I don't know if you did. Okay, yeah, it's like, or by the balls or whatever you call it, I don't know. But like, you just have to, if you want this bad enough, you have to grab it and take it. Nobody can do it for you. And you're awesome, because you literally set everybody up for success. So, and as much as the info that you put out there, Sarah, I've taken a lot from you from day one. When my Sarah invited you into the triceps group, I was on there all the time, just like getting. And I know other coaches from other teams that aren't even connected with ours that I'm grabbing from. I'm constantly out there because I want to make it work. I mean, you have to want it bad enough.
Awesome. And I mean, that's so true. Like, that's the video I made yesterday. It's like, do you want this or don't you? And it's all about using the resources that you have at your tips. And if you're struggling with something, you have to figure it out. Like, you have to go out and figure it out. So, so tell me this. So we all have different strengths and different weaknesses and different things like that. How have you capitalized on your strengths in this business? Because I know you have some really amazing strengths that I know have attracted me to you. So how do you feel that you've like figured those out and capitalized them, such as your really good skills with memes? How have you like those strengths?
Well, let's be real, everybody. Sarah actually had a convo with me before this and gave me a heads up on some of the questions that she'd be asking. So this is not me being like, it's not like it's like Dave Letterman, they come in prepared. So I knew she was going to ask this, but when I was thinking about this, I thought first I have to acknowledge my weaknesses. And that's what I did with this business. You can't be like, okay, well, this is. You have to first see what you're doing wrong in order to do something right. So I feel like I've capitalized on my weaknesses to build those strengths. So for me, my procrastination, my sucky time management, my laziness, I'm a quitter. All of that I had to fix. I had to fix that first in order to capitalize on my strengths. Because I know my strengths are easy. Like, I know what those are. So once I did that, and that was like all through personal development and just like gathering information, then, then I look at like what I'm good at, and that is honesty. I can be fun and funny and real. I'm not going to be somebody who I'm not. I'm just, you either love me or hate me. And I really don't think there's any in between. And I'm very self-deprecating. And I think that kind of like creates a realness. I like, you get what you get. You basically get what you get. So when you see me posting a video or you see my Instagram, that is who I am. There's no wall up. That's me. I wear it all on my sleeve. And not everybody does, but another thing is like, and I try to show like the people that are on our little muscle militia team, that's personal development too. Like, just to be vulnerable is like the bravest thing that you could be. You know, some people think like, oh, it makes me feel that, it makes me feel weak, it makes me feel exposed, but it's like, people want to see that. You don't have to share everything in the world with everybody, but just be real and that's what attracts people to you. And I think people are smart enough to see through that if you're being fake or if you're being real. So find out what it is about you that is like the thing that you've been your whole life, that you know that you're really good at, and capitalize your business based on that. Use that one skill, whatever it is. It could be, that you're a great cook. It could be that you're really funny, or that you're that foxhole friend that everybody can depend on, or like you are like really great verbally. You can like post these great videos, like whatever it is, everybody has something. You just have to like find out what that is and just work the hell out of it. Don't you think?
Yeah, of course. And I feel like so many people their whole lives have tried to be something that they're not, because that's how they feel that they can fit in the box, like in society somehow. And so they're so trained to be not themselves. And like you said, people can see through that. You guys, when I am talking to you in person, some of you I talk to in person, and I can just tell that something's not real, something's not right, like because you're holding back from who you truly are. So I don't know necessarily how to break through that. Like, I can't sit here and say, how did I break through and figure out who I am and just be who I am? And Jeannie, we were talking about this earlier, like how have we always been able to just not necessarily, and that leads into my next question about naysayers and being confident, but how do you become confident and really seriously okay with this, with me, with who I am? I don't know. I think that just comes with personal development and like you said, just being vulnerable. People who need you are going to find you, but the people that need you are not going to find you if you're not being yourself, right? So you just have to be you. Like, and your job becomes so much easier when you can attract the people that are like you, because then it's just easy because you know them and you understand them. Yes. So let me ask you this: how have you become like confident, and how do you overcome the naysayers of this business? Like, people are always going to say, why is she doing that thing? Or, that's never going to work, or this or that. Like, how do you stay confident in what you're doing and be proud of being a Team Beachbody coach?
Well, conviction. And if you believe enough in it, like, you just have to ask yourself, because it's funny that you say that, actually, because I just thought about this. I have a huge family. Not only am I have, I'm a family of 7 here, but I come from a huge family. I had 4 brothers, and my dad was one of 7 siblings. Like, I have like 28 cousins or more. I don't even know. So there's so many people that I could be bringing into this business. So I would say, like, my family, and I hope, this is recorded and they could probably find it, but you know what? Up you, family. I'm just kidding. That's really what I want to say. But like, they're the naysayers. It's so crazy. I know so many people build their business starting with their family, but for me, my husband is my foxhole friend. He signed on as my first coach, and I've had to build this, and I'm building it from like my credibility, because they just haven't come around. And I'm not going to harass. Like, I feel like, I think it's my husband who gave me this motto, and it's, he always says, like, it's not my bag. We both have very thick skin. And I think you have to adopt the attitude of being confident in yourself and believing in what you believe is right. And anybody who has anything to say that's negative about that, especially when you're doing something like this with Beachbody, where this is unlike anything I've ever heard of in multi-level marketing, because you're like, or even any kind of like marketing that you'll find on Instagram, like selling candles, let's say, or selling wraps or whatever else. These tangible items, I call them sand through the fingers. It's gone. This is something not only that you're doing for yourself and for your life and for your health and for your family, but for people that are your customers. So this is like, that's where the conviction should lie, that you're doing something that is valuable for people. Okay. And then you can get paid for it. Like that's like the top thing. So anybody that has anything to say negatively about that, that's their bag, and I was saying to you today, Sarah, like sometimes I wonder, no one has ever accused me of this, but I wonder if sometimes I come off as apathetic. And, that's the opposite of empathetic. I'm a very empathetic and sympathetic person, but I may come off sometimes like, I just don't care, because I just don't. But it's not like I don't care about what you're saying. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I just don't let things affect me that way. I don't put up walls. I'm very open, but you just have to live your life thinking that way. If you're.
What did you say this morning? That like negativity just bounces off of you. Like it just doesn't even phase you, right? Like negative things, like you kind of take them personal, but you just really just let them bounce off. What's that saying when you're a kid, like I'm rubber and you're glue, whatever you say bounces off of me and sticks onto you. Like how true is that?
It is, but you know what? The sticks and stones analogy I always go back to, because I always had a hard time even as a kid. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me. And I always called, I'm not allowed to curse, right? I always called BS on that. Okay, because it's so hard for me to hold back, but I always called bullshit on that, because it does hurt. When people say things, especially when you have conviction and they say things to go against that, it does hurt. Okay, but that's not being apathetic. You just have to know, like, okay, that hurts. How do I deal with that? How can I respond to that? But I'm not going to let that slow me down. That's their bag. That has nothing to do with me. I know what I'm doing is helpful. I know it's good for me. I know it's good for other people. So, I'm probably not going to influence anybody by, like, who am I? But through personal development, you'll get that. There will be something, if you haven't already read it, something is going to be that aha moment for you in the light bulb and be like, wow, that's the Holy Grail. Why have I been letting that bother me so much? Or why have I been letting that person in my ear say all that? Cut the cord. There's no room for that, because that's just going to bring you back down. You're getting up there. You don't want to be brought back down. So you just have to have like that. It's like self-esteem, but just build it up. And people that do this are so freaking positive. Like I've not found one negative person who's a Beachbody coach. I haven't. And I'm out there. I'm talking to people that aren't even on my team. Other coaches, like successful coaches. I'm not afraid to instant message them and start a relationship.
You're talking to successful coaches.
Yes.
You're not talking about every Beachbody coach, because there are certainly Beachbody coaches that are negative, and that's probably why they're not successful, because they haven't adopted that positivity about life and outlook.
Right, but guess what? I have not come across them yet. I have not come across one yet. And maybe that's because I keep my circle a positive circle. And maybe it's because I think I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And maybe it's because I have that like windshield, that oiled windshield effect where it's like, the water can slap on that windshield, but it rolls right off. I see the bubbles rolling down, but it's not going to penetrate. I just don't know. I can't allow that. I don't have time for that. Look, I'm a lot older than a lot of you guys. So it's maybe it comes with age. I don't know, but I just don't give a shit.
No, but I'm the same way. And I really don't give a shit. That's why I'm going to be giving away a couple of these shirts that say likers gonna like, because you focus on the people that actually like you. Like I have a lot of people that don't like me. Do you think I care? Not really, because you know what? I have built up an amazing business of people that do like what I give them and do appreciate what I've done, and Carly Del Carlo, a good friend of mine, you guys all know who that is. When she was building to top 10 last year, her whole motto was work hard in silence, let success be your noise. And you know what proves naysayers right, you guys? You know what proves naysayers right is by stopping. Is by not being consistent. So right. if you want to prove them right, then you can quit and you can stop and you can not be successful. But if you want to prove that they're wrong, then you prove them wrong by staying consistent and be successful in this business. So.
That's one of the greatest joys. I love that.
Totally. So tell me this. So How, like, what is one thing about this business that has really changed your outlook on life? Like, what is one thing that's really changed in like how you like perceive life or how you take it in, or like what about Beachbody has changed for you? Like what in life has changed because of Beachbody?
That's a really hard question. I think I texted you, like I was struggling with that one because I don't know what has changed because I'm pretty consistent. I'm a pretty consistent person. So it's almost like I've put myself into this new mold. I'm still the same person. I guess I would maybe say that it's nice to have a community of positive people. You know, like I said, I have not come across anybody negative. I've been embraced really. And like I said, I approached people who are like way up in this business and they've been nothing but gracious and, you know, like literally, like I've had conversations with them because I'm just not afraid to do that.
So let me ask you this. How are you approaching top coaches? Like, what are you saying to them? Because like if someone approaches me, I'm just going to be honest with you guys here. If someone approaches me and just comes at me with a question, a lot of times I'm just going to ignore it. But I feel like, Jeannie, like when you and I first connected, you were coming at me with a lot of positivity and a lot of like, I love what you do. I love what you're putting out there. Like you're complimenting me and making me feel good as a leader. Yes. I'm assuming you do that for other successful coaches that you're reaching out to. Like you're saying something about how you love what they're doing. Is that kind of like how you're grabbing their attention?
Okay. Just to let you guys know, this is not rehearsed at all, but it's really funny that you say that, Sarah, because it's exactly what I do. And I didn't realize that I do that. Mm-hmm. I did not even realize that I do that.
We were talking earlier, Jeannie and I just had a quick call earlier today, and she's like, you know what I love about you is that we have such a big downline and you reach out to me and we talk. Like Jeannie and I mean, we don't talk a lot, but we definitely talk. And and after that call, I got to thinking, and it's because you always reach out to me and you're always just like, you're a fucking genius. Like you do everything right. I love you to death. Like, of course I'm going to talk to you. Like, I love when people say that to me.
I'm an ego massager. Is that what it is? No, but I mean it. I mean it. And you know what? Listen, I suck at a lot of things. I really do. And I'm good at some things, but I'm going to pat my back and say that I am authentic. Like that's what's so frustrating is that I need to figure out how to translate that in social media, that I'm not just this BS person that's trying to gain money. Like that's just not who I am. But I know I'm totally, that's my next 5-year plan. But honestly, I think now that I think about it, like all those coaches that I've connected with, that is exactly what I'm doing. And I'm not doing it on purpose. It's just, that's what I'm doing. Because I just feel like in life is too short. You know, everybody, I'm sure you've all had tragedies in your life. And it's like, think about it this way. I'm going to get personal here without getting too personal. But we've had a very good friend of ours pass away on 9/11. And at his memorial, you know, everybody had such great things to say about him. And we always did, but it was just like, just inundated with these amazing things about this amazing 27-year-old man. And I said to my husband, you know, it really sucks that people wait until somebody has died to say all these amazing things to them, or like wait till a 50th birthday. Like why can't people just reach out when they feel like they need to make somebody feel good? And so I think that's just how I've always been. Like if I appreciate somebody, I'm either sending a note, I'm making a phone call, which is rare because I hate talking on the phone, but I'll send a text or a funny meme, or I'll just let you know like that you're a rock star and that I appreciate you, because life is way too short and it feels good to make other people feel good.
Totally. I love that. That was amazing. I love that so much. So let's just finish off and tell me about your goals for 2016 with the business.
I'm just trying to get through the day, Sarah. This day was a clusterfuck. My goals, you know, I have big goals for myself. So I'm afraid to put it out there because I don't want it to be out there, but I'll just stick with one, and that will be Periscope. I'm gonna try to like master Periscope based on our conversation today. I feel like, actually I was talking about it with my daughter who was in the car when you and I were talking, and she asked what that was, and I told her, she said, it sounds like a vlog. And I don't even know what a vlog is. I know like a blog because that's what I was talking about with you that I wanted to do. And I feel like maybe Periscope is like the new blog. So, you know, I think that might be my thing for
Good.
20.
This is kind of what I was telling Jeannie, and I'm going to talk to the team more about this, but Shalene said at Platinum Edge that Periscope is a way for people to see you live. So like, this is kind of like Periscope because you're seeing us off the cusp. Like this isn't really rehearsed. I mean, team calls we kind of rehearse for, but like you get to see who I really am as, you know, as a person and as a leader and as a team Beachbody coach. Like you get to see me and all my flaws, right? You get to see Jeannie and her not being able to get, like, you know, you see how we interact with all this stuff, right? So Shalene says that with Periscope, like with live video, people can truly trust you because you're like right up in their face, right? So it's like this way to really easily connect with people. And you guys, if you just took a second to think about a 5-minute video that you could make about anything in your life, you have so much to say, and that's all it takes on Periscope is doing a 5 to 10 minute video, and that's it. And it is a vlog. So here's what I did. I put it on my Instagram. I said daily vlog on Periscope, vlog, V-L-O-G instead of blog. It's a daily vlog on Periscope of what's going on, like in my life, you know, follow me. But, you know, Shalene said that her sales have tripled because of Periscope, because people trust her more. People don't have to take time to get to know her because they're seeing her right in their face and they can feel her. They feel like they're her best friend. And that's what we should be doing with people, to meet them and to get to know them. And I think it's going to be a really powerful tool. And she said that everything is going, and whatever Shalene says is right. So let's just do what we're going to do. So everything is going to live broadcasting TV, like live, you know, like everybody can have their own reality show. And when I was telling Adam about this, because he wasn't able to be at a lot of the conference because of the truck, but he's like, why haven't we been doing our own reality show? This whole trip has been a reality show. And I'm like, yeah, so, but you can't say that. You can't say, well, we didn't do it, so I guess we're not going to do it. It's like, we just got to start. So I just started yesterday, and I encourage you guys to join me. Like, why not? Like, just see what happens, you know? So I was telling Jeannie, she has so much to say. Let's do it.
I don't shut up. I know. And I actually think that's great. And you know what? That you made a good point there, because it's like, you can't change the past. You know, you can hope for the future, but just be in the right now. And if that's what I agree with that. I think you guys totally should do that. Your life is a reality show. Let's be real.
Totally. So thank you so much, Jeannie, for sharing all your wisdom. I think that was awesome. And I know you probably can't see the comments because you didn't get a chance to log into the comments over here, but I will tell you that people have been saying how relatable, how right on you are, like amen. I got a few welcomes in there, you know, when you're talking about family. So like, you're just real, and you are authentic, and you know this, but it's all about consistency and sharing your story, and just the right people will come into your life, just like how Sarah Pollard came into yours, and I came into, you know, and I came into Susie's 10 years ago, who invited Sarah Pollard. You know, it's crazy how all of this works, but everything happens for a reason. So thank you so much for sharing your wisdom, even with the technical difficulties to get on. I know everybody loves it. So let's give away a few shirts. Jeannie, I am sending you one of these Likers Gonna Like shirts, because that's, you know, I know that's like a motto you live by. So I'm sending you one of these, and then I'm going to give away 2 Likers Gonna Like shirts, and I'm also going to give away 3 Hammer and Chisel tank tops. You guys, all sorts of goodies. So thanks for being on. It was an awesome call. So I wrote down some names. Susanna, Janelle, and Tristan are going to get a Hammer and Chisel shirt. And then Tiffany and Stacy Miller are going to get a Likers Gonna Like shirt. So all of you that are announced as winners, please send me your address, and I'll get those out to you when we get back to Wisconsin next week. So we're leaving on Thursday, so I have everything kind of packed up. But I will get you guys those soon. So thank you so much, Jeannie. Thank you guys for being on. You're amazing. And we will talk to you soon, okay? Bye, guys.